I would say that relational therapy, and of course there's many different kinds, is an understanding that we are our relationships. And Jean's philosophy is very radical there, that we are interaction. And Jean says that my job is to be the kind of interaction that's going to make things better, that's going to help the client grow and heal. And that's also on the YouTube channel if you want to see it. Jean's tape about theory. He says that we are one interaction. There are two people, but there's only one interaction. We're part of this. We're not separate entities. We're not things. We are interactive processes. And it's very hard to get your mind around that. It's like it just doesn't want to sink in. But let's together see, can you feel yourself not as a separate thing in a skin bag, you know, with a separate body, but as an interactive process. And you're changing moment by moment, second by second. And as each of us feel into being processed rather than things, the whole configuration changes. We're all changing. Let's just look at each other for a minute. Let's give ourselves permission to really look at each other. I have poor vision, so I have to lean forward to really look at you. I'm a process with you. I'm not over here teaching you something. People associate being relational with being close, right? That isn't really an assumption that I think I make or many relational therapists make. To share or not to share can be equally relational. That you want your therapist to withhold information about her life, and that's a relational need that you have, right? Somebody else might need to be always sort of nagging at their therapist. Well, tell me about you. What about you? What are you needing? And that might be another kind of dance, but there's always a relational dance, you know, and the typical relational dance that most human beings have is there's more of a pursuer and more of a distancer. The one who wants to be more talking about the you and me, wants to be closer, and the one that wants more space, wants more autonomy. And that dance, the pursuer and the distancer dance, or the one that wants more closeness and wants more distance, the relational therapy won't be the closer therapy, but it will be the therapy where we're developing a way of talking about that. We're developing a way of saying, oh, I just went over that line with you by saying something about what happened this morning, and you didn't need to hear that. To reflect the felt sense of when the other person feels intruded upon. Let me just come in here with Jean's edict about working relationally. His major principle is that he wants to develop maximum contact and minimal intrusion. So that would be that would be his way of articulating what he's going for. He wants to be as close or as available as the patient needs him to be, but not to come too close. And we've done, I think, probably many of you in different workshops have done those kinds of exercises where as the client, you come as close as you want, and then you stop, and then the therapist might back up or come close, and you try out those feelings of the felt sense of the closeness and distance. Have you done those? That would be sort of Jean's idea of let's work toward, but the relational therapist might want to be able to articulate that. Oh, I came in a little too close, or you really wanted me to notice when you said such and such. To be able to talk about the relational dance.